everybody. Here is MattHawes of the Happy Show, and I'm making a video that's a little bit different. I'm going to feature some fan art that I found online that is based off of some of the worst movies of all time. But these are the so bad it's good type movies. That is the kind that you would see at midnight showings at theaters and such because they've gained such a cult following, as you will. Anyway, this one here is now forgive me, I didn't get all the artist names or what have you, but this is one that I found. Like all these were found through like image search, and this one here is from Birdemic. Now, if anybody's seen Birdemic, it's a pretty bad film, and this is to do with a bunch of birds attacking people, and it also has an ecology message. And see, he's got his clothes hanger because in the film he goes after the birds with clothes hangers, him and his girlfriend and others. And this is another thing that's based off of that. The characters here are kind of really cartoonied up, but they're based off the two lead characters, and there they are again with the clothes hangers swinging at those birds and talking about global warming because the picture has that ecology message behind it. And here is yet another. See the common theme, because this is the main thing that people think about is these clothes hangers fighting these birds again. Ironically, the birds look better here than they do in the movie. And if you ever seen the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. Now this is one of the gods of bad movies. In fact, he thinks he's a god, apparently. At least in his films he does. This is Neil Breen, and this is a fan art of painting that they did. And then here's another version where he has tuna cans of tuna, and that's because in his first film, Double Down, I believe it was, he is shown eating a lot of tuna, and he has tons of cans in his vehicle as he drives around eating tuna. Uh, if you haven't checked out these films, you need to check them out just to see how absurd and bad they are. Neil Breen, like I said, he's pretty much a legend with the So Bad It's Good crowd. And here's another one, because he usually does present himself as being otherworldly, even kind of uh, Christ-like, I guess. So that's why this picture is kind of taken on a semi-religious kind of look. Whether or not that Breen really thinks himself that way, who knows? But I mean, the thing is that a lot of these directors, they do have an ego about them and a narcissism that kind of comes through in their filmmaking. They may be fine people, but I'm just saying they kind of that kind of comes across in their work. And this picture is kind of playing a riff on his film, and this here's a bit of a circuitry or whatever from a computer. Like, he had parts attached to him in one film, so that he was supposed to be, I guess, both maybe an alien, but also kind of android, or whoever knows. You'll have to watch films. And this is another bit of fan art, and another alien kind of face creature that represents Breen. And um, really, it's a lot to go into to explain each film. So really, I just give you a little bit of an idea of some of the themes behind their movies, what have you. But honestly, you just need to check them out. I'm really just wanting to get an idea here, or give you an idea of the artwork that's out there based off these. Here's another one. And then this is a tattoo. I originally started this video because I wanted to show some different artwork that was made in tattoos, because I'm sure there's tons of people, they make tattoos of everything, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there with tattoos from the movies, but I wasn't able to find as many as I'd like, so I also contribute, or include it, is what I meant to say, fan artwork in general. Miami Connection, which is another one of those really horrible films. This is a guy, the lead character's foot, as he's teaching karate, and he's if I think it was karate, or was it taekwondo. Anyway, it's been a while since I watched the film. and he's catching the guy's nose there. This guy's getting a letter from his father, who he found out. Well, I don't want to say too much, but he found out something about his father, because if you haven't seen the film, you might want to not have it spoiled for you. And I don't remember the director's name, but that's him right there with the sword. And like all these so bad it's good films, or pretty much most of them, it's if it doesn't star the writer, director, or what have you, he's pretty much done everything else in the film. This is another one that was kind of funny. It says, "Only through the elimination of violence can we achieve world peace." This is the message of the film. The same film that has all these scenes of the heroes and it and everybody committing such gruesome attacks on each other. So that was kind of a funny way to show that. And this is Dragon Sound, if I remember correctly, the name of the band that the all these people in this Taekwondo studio, uh, perform in, I guess, on their off hours, and that's the lead singer, a female there, that the main woman in the cast. And this was a pretty cool poster for the Miami Connection that was done by Fan. Kind of interesting thing there. And Tommy Wiseau, which is perhaps the person, him and Neil Breen may go neck and neck with this, but known for being the modern masters of bad film. I'd say modern masters because I think Ed Wood and a few others, are known from the classic era back in the day of from the 40s, 50s, 60s, and so forth. Like Roger Corman films and such. Though Roger Corman, he did direct films and stuff, but I don't know if I would quite include him in. He's made so many bad films and so bad it's good films, but I think he's more competent than most of these people. He's just cheap. Tommy Wiseau. This is actually a pretty good drawing that somebody did too of Tommy. And here's your scene, or a representative of a scene where he's saying, "You're tearing me apart, Lisa." And Tommy Wiseau did a movie called The Room. I don't remember if I just mentioned that. And it's his big claim to fame. And it's supposed to be a drama. He later would claim that it was an intentional black comedy, but most anybody watches it realize no, it wasn't intentional, but it was funny. And that's how it got its infamy, because it was so bad it's good that, and people would just, you know, watch it to laugh at it, to be honest. It's endearing in its own way. And I actually got to meet Tommy Wiseau. I think I made, or no, I made a previous video, which I mentioned that. That was supposed to be Tommy Wiseau, according to the Facebook page, which is a Facebook page about bad drawings of Tommy Wiseau. And there's a tattoo of Tommy. So these are the different images, and there's a lot more too that you can find out there that I found online. I just thought it'd be fun to share it and make this video. They have any great in-depth reason other than just want to show people these. And thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you the next time I make another video, should you continue to watch. Yay!